Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the NFL this season, you know that the San Francisco 49ers are making some serious noise. Coming into their Week 5 matchup, most analysts and fans alike didn't give them much of a shot, especially considering all the injuries they've had to deal with. But what's happened on the field so far is nothing short of extraordinary. Sitting at 4-1, with a huge overtime victory over the Los Angeles Rams in Week 5, the 49ers have not only claimed sole possession of first place in the NFC West, but are also boasting one of the best records across the entire league. And that's remarkable when you think about the obstacles they've faced. They entered this season with a somewhat lower profile, especially compared to previous years where expectations were sky-high and the roster was loaded with proven stars. This year, they have a lot of rookies and younger players stepping up, defying the skeptics who thought their window might be closing or that they'd struggle to find their rhythm. But instead, they've shown resilience, grit, and a level of execution that suggests they're still very much in the mix for a deep playoff run. And considering the way they sealed that victory against the Rams, coming from behind, winning in overtime, it's clear that this team has a lot of fight left in them. What makes this story even more fascinating is how the team has been operating under what many would consider adverse conditions. Losing Nick Bosa to a torn ACL for the season was a huge blow. Bosa has been the anchor of their pass rush for years, a player who consistently demands double teams and creates chaos in the backfield. His absence is a significant setback, no doubt about it. Yet the 49ers have managed to keep winning, often with a patchwork defense and backup players stepping into bigger roles. Brock Purdy, their young quarterback, has been resilient, often playing without some of his key weapons like George Kittle and Brandon Ayuk. Despite these hurdles, they've continued to perform, even in the face of injuries that would have sidelined most teams. This resilience is a testament not only to the coaching staff, but also to the depth of talent and the culture of this organization. The team's leadership, from head coach Kyle Shanahan to general manager John Lynch, has been instrumental in maintaining focus and pushing through adversity. And the recent victory over the Rams, which many considered a must-win, has not only boosted their confidence, but has also shifted the narrative around their season. Now, let's talk about that game for a moment, because it was a classic example of the 49ers' grit and their ability to perform under pressure. Going into the game, they were underdogs, and many expected them to drop to 3-2 after a tough start. But instead, they pulled off a victory in dramatic fashion, fighting tooth and nail in overtime. That game could very well be a turning point, showing that the 49ers are not just contenders on paper, but are capable of stepping up when it counts the most. And you know what's even more interesting? That win came despite the team's injury list, which is quite extensive. Losing Bosa was a huge blow, but the team's front office has been quietly exploring options. Rumors have been swirling around trade possibilities, especially for a pass rusher to fill that void. Names like Trey Hendrickson from the Cincinnati Bengals have been floated around as potential targets. The idea is that acquiring another pass rusher could significantly bolster their defense, especially in a league where pass rushers often make the difference between a good defense and a dominant one. But here's the thing. John Lynch, their GM, has been pretty pragmatic about these trade rumors. During an interview with NBC Sports Bay Area, he emphasized that adding a player isn't about replacing Nick Bosa. It's more about adding depth and options, especially as the season progresses and the injury list remains a concern. Lynch made it clear that the team's approach is to keep playing good football, to continue winning, and to earn the right to make impactful moves before the trade deadline. That's a smart mentality because it means they're not just panicking or making rash moves, but rather strategically positioning themselves to maximize their chances of a deep playoff run. And let's not forget, That win over the Rams and a few other NFC West teams losing in Week 5 have given the 49ers a significant boost in their playoff prospects. Their current record of 4-1 is impressive, especially considering the injuries they've suffered. It's a testament to the coaching staff's adaptability and the players' resilience. Brock Purdy, the young QB who many doubted early in the season, has managed to keep the offense afloat, showing poise and leadership beyond his years. His development has been a key storyline this season, especially given that he's often been playing without some of his top targets. Kittle and Ayuk, both of whom are vital to the offense, have been in and out of the lineup due to injuries, but the team's depth has shined through. The offensive line has stepped up, and even backups have made significant contributions. The running game has remained steady, with the team utilizing multiple backs to keep defenses guessing. All of this points to a team that, despite adversity, refuses to give up or fold under pressure. That kind of mental toughness is what championship teams are made of. Now, as the season moves forward, the 49ers face some tough challenges ahead. They've got a stretch of difficult games, including a matchup against Baker Mayfield and the red-hot Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the road. That game will be a real test of their resilience and ability to adapt on the fly. The Buccaneers, led by Mayfield, have been playing with confidence and are looking to prove themselves as legitimate playoff contenders. The 49ers will need to bring their best to that game, especially on defense, which will be tested without Bosa, and on offense, where Purdy will have to continue his impressive development. And that's where the trade deadline comes into play. If Lynch and the front office see an opportunity to acquire a player who can make an immediate impact, like a pass rusher or perhaps another veteran on offense, they might pull the trigger. The goal is clear: strengthen every position, add depth, and ensure that the team's Super Bowl aspirations remain alive and well. The team's recent success has shown that they're capable of overcoming obstacles, but a little extra help could be the difference maker in a tight playoff race. So, fans, what do you think about all this? Are the 49ers on a collision course for another Super Bowl appearance? Will they make a bold move at the trade deadline to secure that extra piece? Or do you believe their current roster, despite the injuries, has what it takes to go all the way? Whatever your thoughts, I want to hear from you in the comments below. Your opinions are what make this community special. And remember, I'll be back soon with more updates and analysis on the San Francisco 49ers journey this season. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep the faith that this team can achieve greatness once again. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news.